Hey, how's it going? It's Roguenjosh. I'm a bass player from Adelaide in South Australia. A dude in the comments, that nozzle, has been asking me to do Annisokay for a very long time, and this is that video. So this is Annisokay, this is for you, Dat Nozzle. They've got a new song that just came out a month ago, January 8th, called The Cocaine's Got Your Tongue. I've never heard this band before. Let's have a listen. Alright, Annisokay, we have the definitive answer, finally. Cool intro. The hell genre is this?
You started the night and implying it. Drink with your friends on white bed. You're laughing and sharing their wine. You're losing track of the time.
It's a very hip hop film clip, but is that parody?
You politely decline, and somehow you're changing your mind. Maybe I just have a line. Somebody better call Frank. But then the Frank your wife is just the fuck up too.
This is a very interesting intro to a song.
But Frank was talking so much shit, and all of it was true. And you are flying right now, but your happiness.
Alright, I am guessing that they are usually just metalcore, and this one is a little bit tongue-in-cheek with the hip-hoppy stuff. But then, you know, that was kind of like a verse at the beginning. I like dropping a verse. I don't know. It's very unique so far.
Alone from the future, and you are drinking it down from a fountain of youth that dries up the future. The cocaine has got your tongue, and you're gonna pay it back someday. The cocaine has got your tongue, 'cause you're only talking so much shit that never means anything.
Yes!
That never means anything.
It's got a good groove to it.
That never means anything. She's calling you up on the phone, and why is it taking so long? You're not really feeling your tone.
Interesting they've got the two vocalists. So the other one seems like he's only a screamer. This one looks like he can sing as well. So, but then he's still doing this kind of stuff in the verses. Interesting. It looks more like they're just two vocalists that can do it all. Alone from the future, and you are drinking it down from a fountain of youth that dries up the future. The cocaine has got your tongue, and you're gonna pay it back someday. The cocaine has got your tongue, 'cause you're only talking so much shit that never means anything. Ooh. The chorus hits, this riff hits so nicely, but I don't know if it's because up until that, I feel like my eyes kind of glazed over during the bit up to that. It went for a little bit too long, the build up, like with the clapping. I just kind of lost interest, really. And then that riff hits and the chorus comes in. It's like, oh yeah, that's right, this is sick. But up until that, I feel like it's completely forgettable. Oh! Alright. So he's a guitarist. Alright, they should never show him singing without a guitar in his hand. Because something about him in the beginning of the film clip where he's standing in front of the car and everything, I was like, this guy seems awkward. And it's because he is the guitarist singer. He's not just the singer out in front of the band. Like, he writes and he performs holding a guitar and singing. That's his natural stance. That's his, like, that's what he does. So then when you put him in a video and you're like, hey, I know that's what you normally do, but let's do something completely different. You're going to be doing something you don't normally do. Then there's just that kind of, I felt that something was off, and I reckon that explains it. Cheerleader stuff is awesome in the video as well. They made the handset shake like it was ringing. That's not what handsets do. It's cool though. Cool visual idea to show. I love those basses. It's like a Aerodyne or something. I forget what they're called. Fender. Alright, The Cocaine's Got Your Tongue by Annisokay. It was cool. It didn't really jump out at me. I'm just, yeah, I wasn't 100% digging it, really. It's maybe I was just in the wrong mindset. I think the song was cool, chorus was good, but yeah, just nothing really standoutish. It was just like a good, solid song with a cool chorus. Really cool guitar chorus, like good riff. Yeah, Annisokay. I went for their newer song instead of their bigger song. Usually when I listen to a band for the first time, what I like to do is find their biggest song, like the song with the most views. Because that usually is quite, an indication of something. That song would have to have something unique that caught people, that, captured people and got them in. So even if they're big, a lot of the time a band's biggest song isn't anything like the general discography, but I want to see the reason why people are asking for this band, and I don't think that this song is the reason people like Annisokay. This one, yeah, just coming out a month ago. I'm sure if I go back to one of their other songs, because I think they had something with like 1.8 million views, so I'm going to have to go back and do that, I reckon, because this one just didn't do it for me, unfortunately. But still seemed quite cool. So if there's, I think there was 2 songs that were quite big. If you're an Annisokay fan, Dat Nozzle, this one was for you. Which song should I do to get me back on board with Annisokay? You let me know. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video and want to see my videos as they come out, you can subscribe to the channel. That also helps me out a ton. Yeah, you know what? Chuck it at the end of this video. I have a new logo. My old logo, this austere, it was a rifle and an axe crossed over. It's a logo that I made like 2.5 years ago or something, before I was doing reaction videos for when I was streaming games. And then I just kind of kept it on as I started doing music stuff. And the more I have done reactions and gotten to the music side of content, the less it has made sense. So I have done my absolute hardest to keep it simple, because I like overcomplicating designs that I do. I actually had this giant design all over and around this, and this was just the text part of it. And then I kind of hit all the other layers, and I was like, this is enough. Like, this shows that it's not Roguenjosh. It brings out the N, because people always call me Roguenjosh. Shows the N, makes it something cool. I really love it. It's just simple, it's effective. I was so stoked with it. And yeah, showing restraint in design is a big weakness of mine. So having to really simplify this one back to keep it just to this, I wanted it to be simple. I didn't want it to give off a vibe. I didn't want people to see it and already have an opinion of me or what I'm doing with my content. So I wanted it to be a little open-ended. And yeah, that's why I went with this. I always have the paint splatter stuff as part of my designs. I just find that as part of being, because I used to be a graphic designer, as part of being an artist, the idea of like the paint, like splatters and strokes and everything, I think just really sums up creativity, and that capturing feeling in your painting, where it's like a rough brush stroke. Like, I think that it just speaks to me, something about that aesthetic. It always has. So I really think that this, in a very simple way, shows what I'm about a little bit, looks cool, and doesn't overbear people with, I always get like, why is there a gun in your logo? It's like, because I used to play shooters, I'm sorry. So yeah, new logo out. I also got a new camera. I just did my last video with my new camera. And then afterwards, I went back to my Brio, which I use now, and I actually think it looks better. So my camera quality may change up and down over the next couple of videos as I'm testing out I got a Canon SLR, but I think the Brio is actually super good, especially with good lighting. Anyway, I've rattled on super long at the end of this video. I hope everyone has a great day, and I'll see you on the next video. All right, see you guys.